this.
$30 to get in.
Try to go to indoor garage sale, and on the Facebook event page they didn't say anything about an admission fee. And then as you saw there, there's like, we just stood there for like 5 minutes. I think we saw 10 people be like $8, and then they turned around and they were like, I'm not paying to get into here. And so many people turned around. Man, that's gonna be, I wonder if it's gonna be a loss for them renting that space, 'cause that's brutal. It's supposed to be like a whole bunch of, like a community garage sale indoors, which is perfect because it's raining. No thanks, not for me. So a couple weeks back, I was driving up to the city from the Helen Schuler Center. I noticed this crazy looking descent, and I was like, no way, people can't go down that. And then I kind of looked harder and I was like, you know what, maybe people can go down that. Maybe I can go down that. And I wasn't sure. So I'm coming right now to check it out and see how sketchy it looks. I was just in the area, otherwise I'd be on my bike and just checking it out, but here we are. And I guess on a side note, since we're here, we'll just enjoy the view by the Galt Museum. But yeah, we'll see what happens over here. See if this is actually realistic to do or not. I think that's doable. I do, except for that one turn that I have to make. Because when I try to make that turn, I'll probably fumble and screw up and then flip over and die. Like, right where that weird hump is. Oh, I'm getting scared, freaked out just looking at it. Whew. Okay, so we were standing up there, or I was standing up there when I was like, this isn't the one. And from that angle, we were looking at that over there, and that up there is the one that I originally saw from this intersection here. Going, and yeah. Again, I didn't get up there today. I'm going to investigate that probably tomorrow morning, or maybe tomorrow evening. I don't know. Sometime soon, I'd like to go get my hikers on and investigate what that looks like. Because from down here, it doesn't look that bad. From across the way, it kind of sketches me out. There's like a kink in the thing where it's like, oh, if I can make that turn, I think I'll be fine. But I don't know if I can make that turn. So we're going to get closer and see my burial grounds. If you look at it in sections, it's like that section up there isn't that bad. That one isn't too bad. It's that one that I can't see really that close from here. Well, I can't see it from here at all. Okay. I think it's good. Except for the top part I need to see. I need to see the top part. Which I won't be able to from here, but yeah, see, that's where it gets gnarly. It's kind of a good thing that, like, the first half is the half to worry about, because I can bail at the top instead of having to bail at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, it's up there where it gets hairy. I need to be able to turn up there. And once I get through there, it's all gravy. Whew. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh shit, dude.
Well, oh, here's a good sign. We got a Mickey there. Someone was trying to pour it out to commemorate the...
Okay, can I have my phone?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I had it.
Thanks.
So yesterday I was over there looking at this. Now I'm here and we'll see. See, this isn't that bad yet. I'm not going to walk all the way down, but I'm going to walk until there's like this like turn in the road. I mean, this is still sketchy, but not that bad at all. Okay. This doesn't look fun. This is so open. This freaks me out. Looks like some people go down there too. That's pretty sick. I'll take pictures on my way back up. This is kind of sandy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a little loose. What?
Does it just drop off?
No, no. See, this isn't that bad. I don't like how open it is, but that's what I wanted to look at because it like, there's like an S turn kind of. That's what I don't like. Oh, that's not that. I don't know. I don't know if I could make that. I don't know how much speed I'm gonna freaking get here. It's gonna be gnarly. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it without stopping. That's what I think. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Oh man. No, that's worse than I thought. So even if I can get through here without stopping, that turn is sharper than I thought it would be at the end. Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't see it from here and I don't really want to go any further because it'd be so much harder to get back up. I feel like on the day that I actually do this, I'm gonna have to walk up it. I feel like I have to. Well, shoot, I'm here now. I mean, okay, put this in my pocket for a second. Man, yeah, that's sketch. That last turn there, I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal when I was looking at it from the bottom, but again, depending on speed, and like this is kind of steep. This is kind of steep. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna get speed here, and I'm just gonna, man, I might have to just bail. I don't know how many, I'm gonna have to bail probably twice. I don't really, frick. Like the reality of this is tripping me out. I mean, this is why I did this though, is to make sure that I can actually do it. I don't know. So I mentioned this a little bit in the raw ride for Deer Trail, which is actually kind of there and continues out over there. If you can see that little scar in the earth, that's a single track. So I kind of mentioned it there that when I moved to Lethbridge, I lived on the west side, which is this side of the city, and the south and north side are on the opposite side of that bridge. Well, you can't really see the bridge. You can just see the road. Well, you can see the bridge, you just don't know it's a bridge because the coulee's in the way. Anyway, so that is Whoop Up, and you know, just being on this side of the city, everything else is over there. So I would often find myself driving to that side of the city pretty much every day or every time I left the house. And on the way back, I noticed that there was this staircase that was built like into the coulee. It kind of mentioned in that raw ride for Deer Trail that, like, you know, if I didn't start walking and hiking in this area, I don't know if I would have started mountain biking. So I've been riding my BMX in the city, like in Saskatoon, and when I was in Lethbridge here, I started to ride it a bit and I was like, oh, this is fun, but it's not really built for long rides, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wasn't close to downtown either, and the downtown here is tiny and there's not much exciting to like, not really many things that are exciting to ride anyway. So I just yeah, I don't know, like something clicked where I was like, you know what, I need to get in better shape, I want to get outside, I want to exercise a bit. And so that's when I was like, okay, I'll climb that staircase, that's what I'll do. So I did that, and then that was really enjoyable. It was really difficult. The first time I did it was in winter, actually. I shouldn't say it was enjoyable. It was not enjoyable yet, not at all. But it became enjoyable. I mean, I did it that one time in winter, and it was absolutely brutal. And I just like walked from my place at the time, which is not too far from here, and then I yeah, walked here to Bull Trail Park, and then went all this way around and then came back up the stairs, and I'm just going to do that today. It's been a long time since I've done that. Maybe a year, maybe not quite. I don't think quite. I think I did it in the summer one time. Because since I started biking, I just bike instead of hiking or walking or whatever. But I've got some business to attend to on this side of the city. And it was kind of raining on and off, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just get a walk in, and I wanted to make this video about it. But yeah, if I didn't enjoy this scenery and like being outside, I probably wouldn't have started mountain biking. Like, mountain biking was a response to like a couple things, and one of them was like, oh, BMX biking like is one thing, but this is a whole different thing, and like I want to go on longer rides. Maybe I need an adult bike for once. Also, just because like a good friend was like is super into cycling and stuff, so I had some influence there. And then also yeah, I started to enjoy being outside. I've never really enjoyed the outdoors much. Like in urban environments, yes, I really enjoyed that, like in Saskatoon and in bigger cities and stuff, but I never really enjoyed it that much. Like going out and like, I don't know, I liked camping, but I don't know how to explain it. I didn't have much exposure, and this was something completely new to me. So getting outdoors in Saskatoon, like I wasn't gonna just go, look, I'm gonna walk. Well, even walking by the river, you're walking downtown, and downtown's huge. I don't know how to explain it, but when I got here and I started like walking around a bit, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. This does something like good for my soul. And that's kind of what pushed that to be like, oh, I can be outside on my bike. I could do trails. I could like do that stuff. So anyway, thought I'd make this little video just kind of showing some of the scenery. The first thing that I ever started like hiking and walking in Lethbridge was over here. So we'll see some of that later. It's not a great day. It's pretty overcast. Like I said, been raining on and off, but still beautiful because it's Lethbridge and it's nice. So here's one sick view. You know, you got the train bridge. You can see some walking paths and stuff. You can see the Helen Schuler Center, well, almost. Some people gathered there. Fort Whoop Up, and then that's Whoop Up Drive, I guess. The bridge I was talking about that you need to travel from the west side to the rest of the city. So that's the one that I'd be traveling on the way back home all the time, and I'd see this set of stairs and started climbing it. Well, this is a beautiful view, and you got the university over there too. This is so sick. That's why we have super nice houses here. That's why. Anyway, just the sickest views. So as I've been walking today, I'm listening to old Destrier tracks. That I'm familiarizing myself with again, because I'm going to Saskatoon in a couple days, and we're planning to jam for the first time in like over 3 years, I think, or about 3 years or something. And yeah, I don't remember those songs anymore, so I've been going through those. It's really cringy and disappointing. Not because the quality of the songs from a structural point of view, or sometimes not even a lyrical one. It's the sound quality. So it just sucks. The stuff is on the Bandcamp. There's only so we had like a basement EP that we made, and it was exactly the quality we expected it to be. And then we did 2 songs with some folks. I don't remember the name of what they called themselves in Saskatoon, and it was really good. The recording quality, like the mastering, mixing, everything was really good on those 2 songs, which are Bloodletting the Blackness and Models of Failure, the first song that we ever wrote, and at that point in time the last one that we had finished. But then we were going to do this full-length album, and that's Abandoning Grace. And we had heard some finished work that we'll just call him Tron. We heard some finished work that he had done for some acquaintances of ours in another local band, and it was really good. And we're like, yeah, well, let's go with this guy. He's a workhorse. Let's do that. And he had done some live sound for us at venues before and stuff. Seemed like a good dude. We had this deadline because Jordan, one of our founding members, was leaving to go to Drumheller, and we were gonna have this farewell show, and we were gonna have like CDs release party and all this stuff. And Tron knew in advance of this deadline. We were upfront with everything we needed and when we needed it by. And we did our part, let's put it that way. And he just kept like stalling and stalling and stalling. He just didn't have the stuff done. And when he was done, which was like, there was a lot of issues around it. Like, we were just contemplating so much, being inexperienced, like, who's gonna have to talk to him about this? Who's gonna have to like be like, yo, like, you know, we were just gonna be happy if it was done in time, because then we had to burn the CDs and we had to get everything ready for the show. And it was just like really running low on time. And like I had gone and like printed, like I designed the inserts and had them printed and everything. And we were like ready to go for the show, other than the fact that we didn't have the freaking CDs. We didn't have the tracks, the masters. And then once we did get them, they were absolute trash. Absolute garbage. They're so inconsistent from each other even. It's not like all of them were the same quality of garbage. Some are way worse than others. Some are a dumpster fire. So horrible. And it sucks because, you know, we wanted this last piece, this last finalized thing to have, especially Jordan, who was leaving the band. And at that, we didn't realize at the time that the rest of us, that was going to be pretty much it. After that, I think we only played one show after that, maybe two, but I think it was just one after Jordan had left. But we really wanted this final piece of like, this is where we're at. We want this really good recording. Like, we have good songs. We want this thing to cherish and hold on to forever, and also a product to like give people, and just to, like, it's like an art project, you know? Be like if I finished a painting but I had to ship it off to someone else to do a finish on it, or like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really, it's not even like that. It's just, I don't know. And then they completely botched it. I don't know what analogy to give it, but the songs were there, the lyrics were there, the performances were for the most part there, like really well done. And then we have someone who couldn't arrange it and finalize it and put it into a product the way that we knew they were capable of doing. That's the worst part, besides the fact we had to like haggle a payment later, because it was like, dude, you like took up until the very last minute when you told us you could have it done, and on top of it, it was garbage. Like, if you had it up at the very last minute and it was great, then fine. But we were so much stress involved with even getting them, and then once we got them, we were so disappointed. They are absolute garbage, hot trash. You can hear them on the Destrier Bandcamp, but like, there's only 2 tracks that are on there that sound good, and that's because when we did the album, we're like, we're not even going to use those tracks like that you like recorded them over again, like Bloodletting the Blackness and Models of Failure. We're like, we can't even use those. We have to use the mastered tracks, the finished tracks that we did on their own, like a year prior, or when, I don't know how long it was in advance, but we recorded that at a different studio, and it's like, those are so much better. We're putting those on the album instead, and that's what we did. And they're the only 2 tracks that actually sound decent. I don't know, reliving that memory sucks. I'm happy that we had all those experiences and stuff, and I've talked about the band before on videos and vlogging and stuff. It's just like this really sour thing that still pisses me off, because like now I'm going through those tracks, listening to them so I can kind of get ready to jam and just like remember the lyrics and stuff. And I'm like, man, it really sucks to have that out in the world. I mean, we could take it off the internet. It's not that, I mean, it's just, it sucks to not have the thing that we paid for, that we expected, that we knew he was capable of, because we heard the product he had done for another local band, and it was just like a few months or whatever before we got our product done. Like, it was, we knew what he was capable of. Anyway, it just really sucks. It's a really sour thing to have that. There's 2 tracks that we have that are good quality. There's not even a physical copy of just those 2 by themselves. On the Bandcamp, there's a thing called Pasado Presente, which is like past and present, and it's just like those 2 songs together. But they also are featured, I mean, one of them's featured on Self-Burial Breathing, the EP we did at first, and one is featured on the full length, which is Abandoning Grace. Anyway, we'll see what happens when we jam. I'm looking forward to it. I'll record some of it. You probably won't be able to hear anything good through this setup here, but we'll see what happens.